So today we're going to be looking at why should I invest a lot of time training salespeople if they might leave? I'm Gordon Watson. This is my partner, Steve Powers. How are you, Steve?
I'm doing great, Gordon. And that is such a great question. Should we invest all our time? Should we train our buyer's agent, our team members, everything because they might leave, right?
Absolutely.
Of course, the reverse of that is imagine if you don't train them right and they stay.
They stay right.
So, Gordon, what is your philosophy? Your buyer's agents that come to work on the Gordon Watson team, because you're a fantastic coach, one of the best in North America. Your team is growing. You just bought a commercial building. You're moving in what, 30 days?
I'm closing actually in a week.
Nice.
Yes.
And you're going to go up to 25 salespeople. And what is your goal for each person each month?
So the goal, I'm ultimately trying to get to 50 salespeople.
Right.
Goal is 3 sales per month per person average. So what that put us at 150 sales a month.
So where I'm going with this is if you don't train your people A to Z, they're not going to do 3 deals a month. And then, of course, one of your value propositions is one of the things we coach is why would they want to stay with you if you're holding back? Correct?
Exactly.
What are your thoughts on that?
The way I look at it is I'm investing in people. Okay. And so, these people are going to give me a return on my investment. And the better job that I do in training them, Steve, the bigger my return on my investment is. Now, it's a win-win because the better that I train them, the more they can sell, the more money they can make, the more value they see in working for me. And ultimately, I think that's the answer is, the salespeople are going to go with who they feel like is in their best interest. And I believe that if I put the time and effort into training them and pouring myself and my knowledge into how to help them to build a successful real estate career, they're going to stay. But guess what? They're not all going to stay. It's not for everybody. And I can't worry about that.
No, one of the things that I coach on, and you do as well, is that the purpose of the team is to help the team leader make their business plan goal for the year. Right. And you do that by helping each one of those people make their goal so you make your goal. And the players will change, but your goal doesn't change. And you know who has to do this every year, Gordon?
Who's that?
Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Right.
Every year he has to recruit a third because a third of his class graduates or the freshman wins the Heisman, the national championship, and then goes to the NFL. But he knows his job every year is to recruit and replace the people that are leaving or dropping out. And his goal is to win a national championship every year. And our teams have to understand that if a person stays with you forever, they might be that unicorn, that 1 in 50 people that you love, but sometimes they stay forever because they're comfortable and they're complacent, and we need to clean that out.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. The other thing that those of you watching this program need to accept is that you're always going to be recruiting.
Always.
You're going to have some people stay, some people go. And you're always bringing in new people and you're constantly training. That's just part of building this business.
So here's where you and I differ a little bit. I believe that if I hire a buyer's agent, somebody on my team hires a buyer's agent, if one of the people we coach hires a buyer's agent and they're a buyer's agent, they need to teach them everything, how to be the world's greatest buyer's agent.
Right.
And the second that buyer agent starts to want to do other things besides be a buyer's agent, we have to decide, are they trying to become a listing agent as well? Could be fine if your model supports that. Or are they leaving and they're trying to grasp everything they can before they go? So I believe that if somebody comes to a team and we're going to make them a buyer's agent, we give them everything to be the world's greatest buyer agent.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand, are not in production at all, correct?
Correct.
So you train across the board because everybody who comes to you on your team can do buyers and sellers out of the gate, yes?
Yes.
And we know what we coach works because you've had people come into your organization, you teach what you and I coach, and do people take listings in their first 30 days with you?
Yes, they do.
Isn't that amazing, folks? In the first 30 days, what Gordon and I are teaching, people are taking listings. They're doing buyer sales in the first 30 days. What is the big difference with you and everyone else? Why do people come to you, and what do you train on to make sure they stay with you so they don't leave? And if they do leave, we both made a lot of money in the meantime.
Right, right. I think it's important when you're building a team that you've got to focus on your salesperson. Kind of like what we teach people when they're going out on a listing. You don't want to have commission breath on a listing.
Right.
Or the sellers will feel it. They've got to feel like that you're focused on their best interest. And that's the way that I try to structure my team, and the way that I approach my team members is what's in their best interest. I think something that we may want to talk about on a future podcast is how do you actually structure the team so that it works for you as the team leader, but it also does not stunt the growth of your salespeople, so they feel like they can grow and accomplish whatever goals that they have set within your organization.
So in conclusion, Gordon, what we're saying is the same thing, that when we bring somebody onto a team, we're giving them a system, we're investing in them for their real estate career to grow.
Right.
And then we make our goal as the team leader accordingly.
Absolutely.
And we can't operate from fear that people are going to leave us and go somewhere else. And we wish them the best. This is a small community. There's no need to hold grudges. People are going to leave you. But just like Nick Saban, his job is to put them on a football team so they and he win a national championship. And some of them will leave, and he'll bring new ones on to win next year's national championship.
That's the way it works.
I would bring it to Oklahoma, but I don't think they've won a national championship in a while, have they?
And this is our year, though. It's coming.
That's why we don't use the Cowboys also as a reference. Gordon, anything else we need to discuss with these great people today?
No, I tell you what, they just need to call us. Our numbers are here on the screen. Call us directly, or they can email us, Gordon at Watson Powers or Steve at Watson Powers. We're here to help you guys. Don't go out there and try to recreate the wheel, and we've already got it created for you.
That's right. We know teams. Thanks talking with me, Gordon.
Great to see you. Have a great day, guys.